League as we get set for Friday night baseball right here in South Texas. Tonight, the fourth of the 6-game weekend series between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. We're back here with the first pitch coming up right after our proud sponsors of Dr. Pepper. On the hill for the Missions, Drew Carlton. What do we know about him, Bob?
Well, I got to say, this guy is a really good fastball thrower. His ERA proves that he's a 208. Innings is 8.5, 4 hits, a whip of 46, and 7 strikeouts. He could do a pretty good job tonight if he just maintains the focus of striking out his batters. The batter now, Greg Kessinger, as he comes in for Corpus Christi. And here's the first pitch right there and inside for a code strike. And we are underway at 7:05 p.m. this evening. Bob, we do have severe weather on the way, and we're going to go ahead and jump right into that as we are underway of this game. And that one right there and inside, and the count now. Reed clears to 0, and Kessinger will hit a no-out single as we continue the top half of the first inning for Corpus Christi. That's going to bring in Will Wagner as he steps in, and he takes one right there and inside for a code strike, 0-1. We're under severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. Strong storms up to the west. Del Rio getting clobbered, and so far all of these storms will be here by the time we get done here tonight. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch right there, strike 3, gets him down easily for the out. So that will be the first strikeout for Carlton. And that'll bring in Jordan Brewer. That's going to be right there, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So first and second now. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Matthew Barefoot. Barefoot coming in, and he takes one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. So, Bob, we're under that severe thunderstorm watch. We have the line of storms headed from the west, and their expected arrival. What time could they be here? They could be here to San Antonio at least 10:30 or 11. So, for all those that are traveling, might want to make sure that you get your cars in the garages and make sure that everything. Yes, the forecast calling for severe weather, as we have our doubleheader tomorrow afternoon at 5:05 and second game at 7:05 during tomorrow evening's 2-game contest against Corpus Christi. And you're thinking that it could rain? Most definitely. I'm saying that the chances of rain are pretty high. No. Wow, so that's nothing new to us that we already know. And right there, swing and a miss as he'll get Matthew Barefoot for the out. So, anyway, we're under that severe thunderstorm watch until midnight. So, for all of us, hope you guys will get home safely at the end of this one here tonight. Well, go ahead and give your ball clubs Springfield at Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas at Arkansas, Corpus Christi at San Antonio, Wichita at Frisco, and Midland at Amarillo. Brian Arias will come in as he takes one right there, outside down low, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, 2 on top of the first for the Hooks as we're underway here this evening. Here's a 1-0 outside for a ball, and the count now 2-0. 2 more balls will load up the bases for Corpus Christi. And so far it's going to be something that we may get in there. Right there, 2 balls and 1 strike.
and still trying to get into the count. Here's a 2-1 right there inside by Ty Kraus, as he calls that one in for strike 2. Was a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get him knocked out, and that is going to be high fly in the air and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be right there, and that's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run scores in, and that would put second and third now. And Corpus Christi is now 1-0 here in this top half of the first inning. Fans are cheering on from Bayfront Park. Beautiful place in South Texas. And home to the Corpus Christi Hooks, also built-in Whataburger. Whataburger is also our proud sponsor of Missions Baseball. And so far, it is served hot and fresh 24/7 7 days a week for all of the fans of San Antonio. Well, we have 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. As we played the top half of the first, we're on now to the bottom half of 1. And it is Corpus Christi 1, San Antonio up to bat next. Well, Ty Brown will get the call here for the Hooks, as he'll get the pitching here in the bottom half of the first inning. He is 6'4", 242 pounds, and age 24. And he's called upon to pitch here this evening in Game 4 of this 6 games. Center fielder Tim Lopes coming in, as we're about ready to converge the first inning. And that one is well and inside for a code strike. It is 0-1. Tulsa and Arkansas, they are 19 wins apiece in the North Division. Midland will be 2 wins ahead of San Antonio. And got to say, there's a lot of people trying to fight over that first place position, as they try to claim at least the first half, but evidently the first half is not for another few months. Well, gotta say, if you try to get up to first place, make sure you get there by the month of June, because that's when the first half will wrap up for all of us. Well, we'll go ahead and give the home team starting lineups. So far, Bob, these guys winning last night 7-2 in the third of this 6-game series. Can they win another one here tonight? Well, probably much. If they get lucky and they could try to get something going, it would help if they could get her going here tonight. Right there to shortstop, as he will be shy of second, and they will get him out easily at first. 2 up, 2 down for the Missions, and that'll bring up right fielder Joshua Mears. Strong band of Thunderstorms headed to San Antonio, and boy, do they look strong. Well, I will say they will have hail in the forecast for San Antonio, and that severe thunderstorm watch in effect in our area until midnight tonight. Well, if you're home watching the game and you know that severe weather will be coming at the end of this one, we want to make sure that you guys know what you need to do in case severe weather strikes. Well, that will do for this half inning, as no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. As we're now on to the top of the second for Corpus Christi. It is 1-0 Hooks. We got the 7, 8, 9 batters due up, and here is Scott Schreiber to lead us off here in the top of the second inning. And a pitch. That one right there hit the Dunn at third base. He zip lines it to Juan Fernandez, as that will be the first out here in the top of 2. Zach Daniels coming in. He's the 8-hole cleanup batter. And the pitch. Right there and inside for a cold strike. And it's 0-1. Boy, 80 degrees. 83 degrees is what it's saying on the thermometer. Out there on the pulse. And gotta say, it is a warm, humid night. It's been humid all day. We've had the sun and clouds mixed. The humidity was up to 100%. And I gotta say, you don't see that every day. Usually, the humidity percentages would be up to 75 to 80 towards the percentage where it's at. That'll bring up CJ Stubbs. Stubbs coming in, and here's the pitch to him, and he takes one well and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Stubbs will be the last batter here in the top of the second, and he's trying to get on base to keep this inning alive. No, Ty Krause will call the strike on that fastball and count now 0-2. So far, Midland and Tulsa are in first place positions. San Antonio and Arkansas in second place. Amarillo, Northwest Arkansas in third place. Frisco and Springfield in fourth spots. Corpus Christi and Wichita are up in last place positions here in the Texas League. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be right there. And Javier will get it, and he will not make it in time as the run safely at first. Going to be the fielder's choice on a base hit. And so far, the top half of the second inning will continue onward. That'll bring up Gray Kessinger. Kessinger coming in, and he'll take that one and foul it off. And the count now 0-1. So far, thunderstorm activity will be here as we get ready to head home tonight. And so far, if we're getting these storms, be on the alert. And that's going to be right there. And now it gets room for a base hit. And another run in the score. Boy, and nobody was looking. And they were like, oh, okay, go ahead and send the runner. Now it is 2-0 Corpus Christi as they sneak in a unearned run. Well, if you're not paying attention, John, you know that if the ball is still in the glove, that means it's still in play. I mean, if they try to get something going, they really need to pull up their sleeves and say, hey, we could try this and see if it'll work. No balls, 2 strikes to Will Wagner. Runner at first, 2 away, a run in to score. And a pitch. And that one is going to be right there to center field for a base hit. And that'll be first and second, 2 on, 2 out. 2 already scored in the top of 2. So we got 2s everywhere. That's funny. Jordan Brewer coming in as he takes one down at the knees. 1 ball, no strikes. So top half of the second inning for Corpus Christi as the Hooks are trying to get a victory on the road. And right there and inside for a 32 pitches by Drew Carlton of the evening. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. The third run in to score is Corpus Christi now up by 3-0 here in the top half of the second inning. So far, San Antonio trying to get out of this half inning to being unscathed. And here is Matthew Barefoot as he takes one right there and outside, and the count now 1-0. And we're going to have the manager come out, and we are going to see the early pitching change coming in this one. Well, Aaron Leisure will get the ball from the manager. And so far, that's going to do for the starter of Drew Carlton. Relieved out of this ball game after 1.5 innings, and this one continues to roll on the rails. Right there outside, 2 balls, no strikes, as Barefoot holds up. 2-0 delivery. That one high flying in the air, and that one will go out of the ballpark. And the count now 2-1. So 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 on, 2 out. Top of 2-3-0 Corpus Christi. Pitch right there. And that one is out of play and foul, so that will put them at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right there to Dunn, as he will flip it right to Fernandez, and that will end the inning. Well, 3 runs come in across the score on a couple of base hits. And no errors. We go to the bottom half of the second. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the bottom of 2. And it is 3-0 Corpus Christi. Juan Fernandez coming in as he steps in, and he takes one down and in, and Ty Krause is calling that one for strike. I mean, good grief, what was that all about? Well, I think that one was a pretty big ouch. He calls it right there for that strike. Yeah, I know, Bob. It is crazy when you think about it. And that one right there, he strikes him out on an 0-2 count.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Lucas.
And that's going to bring in Lucas Dunn as he comes in and he's ready to go. Hot corner third baseman tonight, that is Dunn. And that is going to be right there. As he gloves it, he steps on the first base bag as the pitcher comes. And he steps on the bag on that unassisted play by the first baseman. And that is going to bring in the DH Grant Little. 2 up, 2 down here in this half inning. Little now at 1 ball and no strike counts. 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Corpus Christi. It is a no-hitter for San Antonio. That one's going to be high flying in the air, and that will fall down for a base hit. And both outfielders try to chase it down. They can't get to it. As center field and right fielders, second baseman also tries to get in and get the out. And here's this 7th batter and second baseman, Jackson Merrill. Merrill coming in, and he is ready to go. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. And that's going to be right there to the shortstop. He will zip line it, and that will do for this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go now top of 3. And Corpus Christi up by 3. Well, here's the 5 batter, Brian Arias. He's 1 for 1, a double and RBI. Got fans watching from Bayfront Park, from Corpus Christi and Midland as well, even though thunderstorm activity in Midland has been very high, as it's been raining there for most of the evening. Well, gotta say, those thunderstorms are headed our way, and knowing if we could get this ball game finished off by the time it comes, then that would be good too. Line drive up the center, and that'll get through for a no-out hit. Boy, Corpus Christi really putting the ball in play tonight, Bob. Well, I gotta say, they do put a good hit on that ball. The bat makes very great contact, and that's just one thing that they have to do in order to continue this ball game. Here's Alex McKenna, as that one is going to be right there, and that will head right to the third baseman, Dunn, as that will load up the corners. And that's going to bring in Scott Schreiber. Schreiber coming in, and here's the pitch to him. That one is high fly in the air, and that will drift out of play and foul. No balls, one strike. First and third, top of three. 3-0 Corpus Christi. And the pitch. Right there, swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Boy, dangerous thunderstorms developing just west, and Del Rio getting clobbered by those storms. Is the 0-2, swing and a miss, and they finally get him. So with one away, first and third continues to be loaded up. And that'll bring up the 8-hole Zach Daniels, the cleanup batter. Strikeout in the second, 0 for 1 is Daniels, as he comes in and he fouls that off, and the count now 0-1. Looking for a Taco Bell double play that'll get you 2 free tacos courtesy of any Missions double play during this season. So far, as of this week, we've had at least multiple coupons. So far, total of coupons out in this ball game. During yesterday, we had a total of 6,247 coupons given out to free tacos. Here's 1 and 2. And right there and out of play, and the count now still holds at 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch. And that one fouled off behind the backstop. And that will be continuing onward as a 1 and 2 count. Pitch. And right there, he gets him at the knees, and Ty Krause will call him for strike 3, and that will be 2 quick outs. Still hanging on is the first and third runners, and that'll bring up the 9-hole batter, C.J. Stubbs. Stubbs talking with the home plate umpire, Ty Krause. And probably asking how his evening is going. Yeah, you're right about that, Bob. He probably is. And a pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to C.J. Stubbs. And the pitch. High fly in the air. And right there, as that will hit the protective net to shield everybody from getting hit. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch here. And that one is fouled and away. And the count now still remains at 0-2. 0-2. And that one is high fly in the air. Jackson Merrill in pursuit. He makes the play. And that will safely get San Antonio out of even more danger, as that already was. Well, we go now to the bottom half of the third. No runs on a couple of base hits and no errors. And we now head for the bottom half of 3. It is Corpus Christi 3, San Antonio nothing. Well, Albert Fabian coming in as he takes one high and outside for ball one, and the count now 1-0. Bob, I gotta say, this guy is throwing strikes like you wouldn't even believe. He's worked his 2 first innings, and so far he's looking to keep it going. And no wonder he hasn't been called up to AAA or even the majors just yet. He is absolute phenomenal. Any thought about that? Well, as being on the Corpus Christi defense, he really has to continue working out his pitches and making sure that he could get up there and promise his bullpen, his managers, and his pitching coaches everything that he's learned during practice on the field today. But anyway, if this guy gets the call up, he should be up at AAA Sugarland at least maybe next month or so, but it just depends when he will get that call by the manager saying, hey, look, you know, you're getting moved up to AAA. Enjoy your time in Sugarland and get up to the Houston Astros organization. Well, Michael Cantu will swing and a miss at the 1-0 count. It is 1-1. The managers and all the players out there in the bullpen, and the pitch right there high and outside for a ball, and the count now 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch outside for ball 3, and the count 3-1. Center fielder Tim Lopes awaits on deck as Michael Cantu tries to inherit a free pass to getting on base. That would put the tying run. That is Tim Lopes. And that one right there for a strike. And Cantu thought it was ball 4. And he is pleading his case to Ty Krause. He does call him out on strikes, and he's not happy about it. No batter is happy about getting struck out and rung up at the end. They put them on the clothes hanger and dry after their laundry. Ha! You're being funny there, Bob. I thank you for your expertise. Here is a 1-0. And that one's going to be high fly in the air up at right field as the right fielder will make the play, and he's got 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Javier.
That'll bring up Wander Javier as he comes in, and he's ready to go. And the pitch. Swing and a miss at the initial offering by Ty Brown. Taken in for strike 1. And that one is going to be high and outside, and that will go foul. So the count now is 0-2. Boy, Midland sure is. The rain is falling in the Permian Basin as we conclude the bottom half of 3. No runs on a hit, no errors. A man left as we now head for the Corpus Christi 4th. It is the Hooks 2, or Hooks 3, and San Antonio nothing. Boy, everybody is getting rain. Brady, Midland, San Antonio, everybody in this thunderstorm watch is getting these storms like crazy here tonight. Yes, I gotta say, it is a squall line that will get things going. Midland under a flash flood advisory by the Permian Basin, and it is coming down just heavy rain, large hail, and San Antonio is getting ready to be in that in just a few hours from now. So severe thunderstorm watch going to 12, stretching into a 1 o'clock hour during the wee hours of the morning. And that's going to bring up Will Wagner. Single in the second, 1 for 2. And the pitch. And that one is outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. Crazy weather headed our way, right, Bob? I got to say, hope we're all in our homes by the time it comes, and knowing that everything is coming our direction. Yep, local weather from San Antonio reports it's 83 degrees with that severe thunderstorm watch on us until 1 a.m. in the morning. And the pitch. That one is right there, and that's going to get through for a left center base hit. So continuing onward here in the top half of the fourth with one away. And that will bring in Jordan Brewer. And the pitch. Right there and inside. He did not hold up on the initial offering. And the count now is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. And the count now 0-2. Boy, looking for a strikeout. Aaron Leisure needs to get up there and prove to his bullpen. There I go again. Stutter, stutter, stutter. And that's going to be first and third on an RBI single waiting at third base. Yeah, you're always struggling on your words, John. You got to pick your words perfectly. I know, Bob. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 years. Yeah, I know. You've been struggling a lot. Well, it's okay. I mean, at least I'm getting better each and every day. Yeah, you're getting there, John. Just continue to do what you're doing. You'll be all right. No balls, 2 strikes to Matthew Barefoot. First and third with 1 away, and now that's going to be 2 away as Barefoot will get struck out by Aaron Leisure. And that's going to bring in Brian Arias as he's 2 for 2 of the day. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get a run in to score. And it is 4-0 Corpus Christi. As the first baseman, Fernandez, tries to get that one, and he misses it. Could have stopped it right there. Just a few more inches, he would have had it. Here's Alex McKenna as he fouls one off, and the count now 0-1. Single in the third. He is 1 for 2. 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the fourth inning for Corpus Christi. And here's the pitch. Right there and inside for a code strike. It is 0-2. The pitch. And that one high fly in the air. Center field Lopes. Just shy of right field will make the play. And that will end the inning. So 2 runs come in across the score on a couple of base hits, no errors, and 2 left. We are midway through 4, and it is 4-0 Corpus Christi. Joshua Mears, the right fielder, coming in as he's a strikeout in the first. He's 0 for 1. And about ready to go. And that's going to be right there. High fly in the air. And that's going to get through for extra bases. Going to first, going to second. And that's going to hit the wall. And he's going to have a stand-up double. Everybody in tonight's attendance will receive the coupon of a Whataburger double meat cheeseburger with your choice of a medium fry or onion ring. And the favorite drink that you may get. You may get a Dr. Pepper or soda or whatever your little heart wants. Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7 for all of the people of San Antonio. Also got our proud sponsors, Regal. Every time the missions are out of town, you could take your favorite friend or a family member to a movie on a $2 Tuesday. But anyway, I don't see any favorite movies that I like as of right now, but evidently we'll hope it gets better. Line drive, that's up to right field, and now gets through for a base hit, and that will put the runners at first and third. Nobody out. It's a good sign, right, Bob? I will say it is a phenomenal sight when you have these runs come in and know that you could get them going right there and then. Well, here's the hot corner third baseman, Lucas Dunn, as he grounded out in the second. He is 0 for 1. First and third, bottom of 4. Nobody out. Corpus Christi up by 4 runs. And that's going to be right there. Second for 1. Relay, and they will get them both. The run in to score. A 3-6-3 double play will get them going. In now, Grant Little, as he comes in and he swings at the initial offering for a strike, and the count now 0-1. Little, last time up in the second, he singled back in the second, and that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go up to the left fielder. But anyway, the center fielder will come in contact of the ball, and he'll have it for the out. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and nobody left as we go to the top of the 5th. Corpus Christi up by 3.
Leading off for Corpus Christi, the first baseman.
Scott Schreiber, the first baseman in the 7th spot, will come in, struck out, and line out. Or actually, he grounded out. 0 for 2 of the evening. Start the top half of the 5th inning for Corpus Christi. Right there, and that will go out of play and foul, and the count now 0-1. 4-1 our score. In the top of the 5th inning, Corpus Christi up by the 3 runs. San Antonio trailing the 3. DeLucas Dunn to Juan Fernandez. He will get him easily for the out. And there is 1 away in the top of the Corpus Christi 5th. Here is Zach Daniels, the 8-hole cleanup batter. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts of the evening. That is high fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit, does not get there as he heads towards the wall. No balls, 1 strike to Zach Daniels. And the pitch. That one fouled off. And the count now 0-2. So far, other proud sponsors, Henry the Tacos. Also, Taco Bell, our proud sponsor, $2 or 2. Well, I will say it is, you get 2 tacos on a price of a double play. Pretty fascinating, right, Bob? Yeah, I will say, anytime the missions overturn that double play, you get those 2 free tacos courtesy of the missions double play. Also, you get a double if a missions runner hits the second base bag and gets into second base. Then you are awarded a Whataburger coupon of a double cheeseburger with your choice of a medium fry or onion ring or whatever. Whatever your little heart desires. And anyway, you get that favorite choice of any drink you like. It's pretty good right there, John. Here is CJ Stubbs as he misses at the initial offering for a strike, and the count now 0-1. It is 8:44 on this evening. So far, a lot of fans are out enjoying the ball game. Calm before the storm, and that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go out of play and foul. So the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. And that is going to be high in the air. Fabian in pursuit does not get there. And that will continue to go foul. No balls, 2 strikes to the catcher, CJ Stubbs. Again, he sends it out of play and foul. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes to pitch. And that one is going to be high fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit. Midway through first and second, retreat back to first. And that will bring up the shortstop, Greg Kessinger. 2 for 3, 2 singles, RBIs, and 2 runs of the evening. He's got it made. Yeah, he does, John. He really has this game already made, as he was the 2 singles, an RBI, and 2 runs that he gave to his ball club tonight. High fly in the air. Juan Fernandez, the first baseman, will make the play, and that will end this half inning. Well, no runs on a couple of base hits, and a man left. As we're midway through 5, it is Corpus Christi 4, San Antonio 1.
Leading off for the Missions, the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Well, John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live as we have our morning game at Midland beginning on Tuesday. First pitch 11:05 as young adults and all schools will be out during the time. And so far we are going pretty good in this ball game. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson Merrill at the plate for San Antonio. And that one's going to be right there. And that is going fair. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to have the stand-up double. And there you go. Another coupon for a double meat cheeseburger, courtesy of the San Antonio Missions double by the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. Boy, pretty good on that one. But, Bob, do you see the instant replay of where that ball was? Right there as it hugged the line. And that ball is fair. And that one's going to zip line right there. Line drive up the center. And that's going to bring home the run from second base. He is in as the catcher tries to get him. The score in the run on an RBI single, and the Missions are getting close to getting this game going in their favor. And that is the second plated run as Ty Krause issues that he was safe. Beautiful play by the 8-hole batter. And that one is going to be hit high in the air. Right there. Lands as it gets there. As up into right field. And that will be in for a base hit. The tying run is at first base. The crowd is getting up on their feet and saying, oh boy, tonight's the night. We're getting up there. And hopefully getting this game tied or a 3-run shot. That's right there. The 2-1. Relay it, the double play, as the Hooks will have a 5-4-3 double play against San Antonio. And that's going to bring in Wander Javier. Well, Javier coming in, he struck out, ground out, is 0 for 2. San Antonio looking to get 2 runs in this half inning. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive to short, and they will zip line it right to first, and that ends the inning. Well, another shot at Albert Fabian getting that base hit and getting his partner home. And it was a pretty good one. We end 5 as it is a Corpus Christi 4-2 ball game over the San Antonio Missions. Will Wagner coming in. He's 2 for 3 of the evening. And so far, we are about ready to go for the top of the 6th inning for Corpus Christi. Pitch here. High fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit, and he got it. So 1 pitch, 1 high fly, 1 away. In this half inning, he flies out. 3 for 3, 3 singles RBI. That is the 3rd batter for Corpus Christi, Jordan Brewer. Brewer coming in, he averages at a 146 average over the opposition of a 247. He's had 7 home runs and 17 RBIs driven through the year of this first half. It's pretty good as we go through the evening. And a pitch. And that one is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Strikeout in the 4th inning. He is 0 for 3. And so far doing really good. Pitch here. And inside for a code strike. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. 1 on, 1 away here in the top of the Corpus Christi 6th inning. The pitch. Right there, and that will go out of play and foul. 1 ball, 2 strike the count. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Javier will get 1 to Merrill, and he'll throw to Fernandez, a Taco Bell double play. And that will be the coupon for everybody to get once they exit the ball game and the stadium here this evening. Well, we're midway through 6 as we trail the Hooks by the score of 4-2 in this ball game.
Leading up for
San Antonio right fielder Joshua Mears will come in as Ty Brown will throw his first pitch here in the bottom of 6. 1 ball, no strikes. We got to say, Brown, he averages the 244 mark over the opposition of 300, and his command of fastball for strikes is amazing by what we see. And yet he hasn't been called up to AAA just yet, but still needs some major work at commanding his pitches. Yeah, and I got to say, that is what it needs to be, John. If you get that phone call and the manager tells you, look, you're going to AAA, you're going to get a new uniform, a brand new city, make sure that you hug your family goodbye as you go, and so far you'll be getting ready to get on the road up there in Corpus Christi as you leave for Sugarland. That one's right there, and that will bounce as he will get it right to the first baseman for the out. And there is 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6. Lucas Dunn 0 for 2. He 2 ground outs of the evening. So far, pretty good. The pitch. And that's going to be high in the air. And that will go right to the right fielder, as that will do for this half inning. Well, we're on now to the top of the Corpus Christi 7th. 4-2 our score as we get ready to go.
Leading off for Corpus Christi, the 3rd baseman, Brian Arias.
Well, that'll bring up Brian Arias as he comes in. He's a 3 for 3, trying to make it a 4 for 4 night as he swings and misses at the initial offering for a strike, and the count 0-1. We gotta say it is 9 o'clock and we are still looking at severe weather threats. Thunderstorm watch until 1 a.m. for a Saturday morning. No balls, 2 strikes to Brian Arias as he swings and misses. He gets him. Boy, howdy, what a remarkable play he's got. That'll bring up Alex McKenna as he comes in. And he's about ready to go. McKenna coming in, the 6th batter, as he fouls that 4-seam off. And right there, called for a strike, 0-1. Well, join us tomorrow at 5:05. Our first pitch, gates open at 4 o'clock. And that means if it doesn't rain, but won't make any promises on what Mother Nature has in store for us, but we'll definitely keep you posted on Facebook, YouTube, and also community chat right here on the channel. Well, that one was zipline right to Lucas Dunn at 3rd, and he will get it right to Fernandez for the 2nd out. Scott Schreiber coming in. He grounded out in the 5th. He's 0 for 3. Looking pretty sharp. It's the first pitch right there and inside for a code strike. It is 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery. That one's going to be high fly in the air. And he will miss it. And he will coast in the 2nd on a 2-out double. As the right fielder has missed the ball. And it was... Oh, wait. It was the center fielder that missed the ball. My bad. So we look at the instant replay. The center fielder gets up there. And the right fielder pretty much misses it. Right there and inside for a code strike. 0-1 at the initial offering to the cleanup batter of Zach Daniels. Top of the 7th here on this Friday night. Quiet before the storm, and so far hope everybody is having a good time as we go through an evening just like this. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that one is out of play and foul as that will head into the fence. And somebody gets that free souvenir. 0-2. And that one's going to be high in the air. Fernandez will make the play, and that will do it. Well, we are going to the 7th inning stretch. Everybody get up and stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Corpus Christi up by 2.
Your attention, please. Now,
Brian King coming up in relief as he is 6'1", 184 pounds and age 26. And Bob, this guy is a pretty good fast arm himself. What do you think? Well, I think he's got a pretty good fast arm.
designated hitter.
So far, his 4-seam fastball, curveball, and 2-seamer will really get the job done in this one. That's right there to the 3rd baseman as he gets him out right at 1st.
Now batting, second
And that will be 1 pitch on a ground ball and 1 away as they get him out at 1st. 7-hole batter Jackson Merrill. Double run, 1 for 2 coming in as 1 away in the inning with nobody on bases. That one high and outside for ball 1, 1-0. Joe Record and Jonathan Sprinkle, 2 right-handers coming in and warming up for Corpus Christi's bullpen. 1 ball and no strikes to count. And that one is going to get fouled off. Right there at the tip of the bat. 1-1. And a swing and a miss. The count now is a ball and 2 strikes. Boy, Corpus Christi looking beautiful in their new and improved jerseys. They got rid of their gray uniforms, like the road gray with the Corpus Christi word on the chest. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And right close to the warning track is the second out, provided up in left field for out number 2.
The left fielder, Albert Fabian.
That'll bring up the 8-hole batter, Albert Fabian. 2 for 2, 2 singles. An RBI here in the bottom half of the 7th. The pitch. And that's going to be right there. Line drive to left field, and now gets through for a base hit. So the 2-out single, and that'll bring up the tying run. And that'll be Michael Cantu. And that one is inside for a code strike. It is 0-1. No balls, 1 strike to count. And that one's going to be high fly in the air up to right field. Right fielder will make the play, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, a man left. We're through 7 here tonight. The Hooks are up in front by 4-2.
Leading off for Corpus Christi, the catcher, C.J. Stubbs.
C.J. Stubbs coming in as we start up the top of the 8th for Corpus Christi. And the pitch right there, swing and a miss in the initial offering. And that one is taken in for strike 1. Pretty good here tonight as underway of this top half of the 8th. Here's the 0-1. And it's a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Nothing and 2. And that one is right there, hits the protective net behind the backstop as it lands foul. Count now 0-2. 0-2. And that one is out of play. Oh and 2. And that one high fly in the air. Fabian looks up. It's gone. And around the bases as C.J. Stubbs goes, as this ball is out of the ballpark, and that'll put Corpus Christi up to a 3-run lead. So 415 distance on the exit velocity of 108.1 miles an hour. In now, Gray Kessinger as he hits one high fly in the air. And Fernandez will try to go. Goes RBI, 2 runs to Kessinger. So far, pretty good here tonight. The pitch. And that one high fly in the air. In left center is Tim Lopes as he makes the play to record the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Will Wagner.
That'll bring up Will Wagner as he's 2 for 4, 2 singles and a run. One away, nobody on. Will Wagner at the plate for Corpus Christi, and that's going to be line drive up to right field, and now gets through for a base hit. Mears is going after it. And that's going to be a 1-out double. Boy, and what a pretty good hit that was right there, Bob. Yeah, and it was a good one, I will say. But time is going to be called as here comes the manager. And that's going to do for the starter here tonight. Well, Jordan Guerrero will take the place of the starter pitcher, Lake Baker. And so far, that will be it for Baker here tonight, as he's going to be responsible of giving up the 5 runs through this ball game. High fly in the air. Juan Fernandez, the first baseman, will make the play, and that will be 2 quick outs. So, boy, thunderstorm activity. Midland, Brady, people of the heart of Texas is getting ready to get pounded by these storms here tonight. So they do have severe thunderstorm warnings going in effect until at some given point. Boy, and big squall line of rain. People up in Abilene is getting pretty bad up there right now. So people may be seeing the lightning and how much it's really developing. It's going to be a rainy day tomorrow. I mean, even if we do get a chance to play our double tomorrow, well, I got to say, John, hopefully that will be the case. It's going to be line drive, and that will get up to left field for a base hit. A run is in to score. And now that will put Corpus Christi now at 6-2 on this ball game. Boy, gotta say that this severe weather outbreak is about ready to unfold on everybody. Boy, and it might just be getting ready to get ugly this evening. So far, thunderstorm activity will continue through the night into tomorrow. Boy, and I gotta say, the lightning could be a real factor of these thunderstorms tonight. The pitch right there and inside for a coach strike to Brian Arias. Runner at third, 2 away. 6-2 Corpus Christi, top of the 8th. Pitch here, and that one right to Fernandez. Guerrero is going, and he's got it. So that will do. So a couple of runs in to score on 4 base hits, no errors, and a man left. We go bottom of 8, 6-2 Corpus Christi, as we get ready to head for the end of the 8th inning. Max Roberts is coming up, a lefty, as he will get the ball from the manager and pitch relief in this ball game. Center fielder is Tim Lopes. As we get ready to go. And that one is taken well and inside for a ball, and the count now 1-0. 10,291 in attendance tonight for a Friday evening. And gotta say, doing pretty good. 2 balls, no strikes to the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Mission's down by 4. They need 5 to come back in this one. That's what they need. So 2 balls and 1 strike the count. And right there an in for a code strike. And the count now evens at 2-2. One more inning of play before we get out of here of the night. And that's going to be line drive to the shortstop, and that will do. So he will get that one, and that will be 1 away. So that'll bring up Wander Javier. Temperature-wise, bottom half of the 8th inning. It is 80 degrees. And pretty much it is... Boy, it is... starting to see lightning on my camera. Boy, we are looking at Brady in the Love's new series cam. And so far I'm looking at it. Boy, just flashes of lightning all around as thunderstorm activity starts to get going there. So 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that's going to be right there. Zip to third, right to first. They get them easily. And there's 2 up, 2 down here in the bottom half of the home 8th inning for San Antonio. Boy, fans about ready to get up out of their seats and go on home. And the pitch. And that's going to be right there to the second baseman as he'll throw to first. Inning over. Well, that will do for 8 complete here tonight. And we'll have 1 more inning of baseball before we conclude this Friday night. So we go to the top of the 9th inning, and it is 6-2 Corpus Christi. The designated hitter is Alex McKenna. As we are about ready to go, he's 1 for 4 of the evening. Here's the pitch by Jordan Guerrero underway as we are up to the top of the 9th for the Corpus Christi Hooks. There's the 0-1 right there. That will get out of play and foul. So no balls and 2 strikes to count. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that will go out of play and foul. Oh, 0-2. Swing and a miss. 1 up, 1 down. McKenna goes down on strikes. Scott Schreiber coming as he doubled in the 7th. He's a 1 for 4. And looking pretty good there. The pitch. And that one is inside for a code strike. It is 0-1. And that one high fly in the air. Cantu under it. And he's got it for 2 away. So that was a easy play out there behind the plate. And that'll bring up Zach Daniels, 1 for 4 single in the 5th. Corpus Christi, they're down to their final out here in the top of the 9th inning. They have nobody on. 4 runs for them to win it. Don't forget our doubleheader tomorrow, 5:05 first game, 7:05 for second game. Now, we'll say if it's thunderstorming throughout tomorrow, then you may know there may be a postponement. Be announced at a later date. If that does happen, we will keep you up to the latest of what will go on. And so far, we want everybody to be safe during this time severe weather comes in. Well, we head to the bottom half of the 9th inning, and so far we are almost done here tonight. We have 1 more half inning to go, and that will do. Joe Record, a right-hander, will get the ball as he'll try to shut the door in this one here tonight. Juan Fernandez, the first baseman, will come in. 4, 5, and 6 due up in this half inning for the San Antonio Missions. So far, we'll go ahead and give you your totals. And that one is going to be called outside by Ty Krause. And Fernandez, he's talking to home plate umpire Ty Krause on how come that ball was issued on strikes. One thing you don't ever do in Texas League Baseball, AAA Baseball, or even Major League Baseball is to come in and argue those balls and strikes. Because that will be the main focal point of a ejection waiting to happen on that one. Blair Henley and Jonathan Sprinkle, they're warming up. Two right-handers in the Corpus Christi bullpen. And so far, everything is going pretty good. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is going to be chopped right to third as he will get midway through second and third to make the throw. He gets them, and that is a 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. So Fernandez will retreat back to the bullpen as he is done for the night. Lucas Dunn, the hot corner third baseman, trying to get up into getting a third run to just maximize the damage level by just a 3-run differential. 1 ball, no strikes to Dunn. The pitch, and that's going to be high fly in the air. And the right fielder will make the play, and that will do for 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Grant Little.
That'll bring up Grant Little as he comes in, and he's the last out here in this Friday night's ball game. Boy, I hope everybody be safe tonight as we have these storms rolling through the area. Close to 10 p.m. as we get done here tonight. That's going to be right there to second. And that's the ball game as it drips right there to first. Well, Corpus Christi will win this one, the final 6-2 on a Friday night. And so far, that will put San Antonio at 15-14. Corpus Christi will be 13-16. We'll get your rallies of scores. And so far, we will make sure that that will become available for everybody. Boy, big squall lines headed right for us as we look at the radar. And boy, in them storms, they are headed right for Brady. They should be there about 11. Yeah, and they should be here by the time we get ours and stuff. Yep, I will say. Well, 6-2 our final, as Corpus Christi will claim Game 4 of the 6-game series. So stay with us as we are going to be on the air for just a little bit longer. We'll be back.
For the Missions, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here today. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, as we conclude this evening in the broadcast, we're going to go ahead and give you final scores as we wrap up this Friday evening. Gotta say, Midland will get their 18th, defeating the Amarillo Sod Poodles by the final of 6-1. So that will put Midland at 18 and 13. 14, 17 is Amarillo. For Frisco, they're not even. Goodness. Bottom half of 7. Wichita out in front by 11-4. And so far everything is going pretty good in that direction. Well, for the Arkansas Travelers taking on their Northwest Arkansas Naturals next door neighbor, they are tied at 1-1, so that game is inconclusive. So basically we will find out results if the Travelers look to win a walk-off. So if Arkansas gets in there and keeps this thing going, then they could get tied with Tulsa in just a matter of minutes. Well, Tulsa will beat Springfield by the final score of 10-5 here tonight. And that means that the Springfield Cardinals are in a threatening mood against Wichita. So Wichita is 11-4 against Frisco. So that would put the Wichita Wind Surge up in 4th place and put Springfield in the bottom layer. Springfield 13-18, Tulsa is 20-14 in their win and loss columns. So pretty good right there. Well, severe weather is headed our way, and so far we want everybody to drive home safely. And if there is a postponement in our ball games tomorrow, we want to make sure that you guys be safe as we go through these storms here tonight. So severe thunderstorm watch will continue until 1 a.m. by the National Weather Service of Bernie, and also the San Antonio area as well. Well, we do start at 5:05 tomorrow, but we will make sure that we will give you updates of whether we're playing or not, or if the rains continue to come and be a big factor in this one. CJ Stubbs will be the player of the game for Corpus Christi. Ty Brown will get the win for the Hooks, and Drew Carlton will collect his loss as we end here tonight. Well, for all of us, we hope y'all have a good night. Be safe, because there is storms coming, and we'll see y'all again when we meet again. For all of us, have a good night. Be safe, and don't let the bed bugs bite. 6-2 our final. Corpus Christi beats San Antonio by the score of 6-2. Good night, everybody. This has been Texas League Baseball, home of your San Antonio Missions. We'll see you again. Good night.